Action. Welcome to Hey, by the way, episode 17. My name is Mick. This is my politically incorrect parrot, Pip. Say hi, Pip. Oh, he's on strike because I didn't play a song. Subscribe, ring the bell. Hey, by the way. So we can play the song for you real quick. Well, everybody's heard about the bird. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of your crappy walk-up song. So, Pip is the bird, and have you heard about Pip? So anyway, ring the bell, subscribe to the channel, okay? I have a request from a fan, one of my many fans. Okay, well, one of your fans. Okay, fine. And it says, "Dear, hey, by the way, Pip." Okay, I guess you were right. Please tell us some of your stories from your childhood. We really like that. Okay, I'm not going to go way back in my childhood. I'll go to my 17, 16-year part of my life. If I go way back, I'm going to need a couch to be laying on. So anyway, okay, this is what it is. Since it's a doggy dog world right now, and everybody's just acting like a bunch of dogs out there, I figure I'll tell a dog story, okay? So there I was, a teenager. You know how it is back then. You wanted to go play baseball, hang out with your buddies, go out and get physical. Instead, I had this girl who lived on our street. She really liked me. She really bugged me for year after year. And she wanted to date, hang out. I'm like, I'm into baseball, not girls. So finally, I had a weak moment. And she goes, "Listen, let's hang out tonight. At midnight, come to my window, and I'll either sneak out or you can sneak in. Both my parents will be sound asleep. They won't hear a thing." That sounded like a good idea at that age. I was a little confused. It was confusing times. John Lennon just died, and I was devastated, In case you don't know who John Lennon is, you guys Google John Lennon. So anyway, I'm waiting till midnight. Okay, fine. I go over to her house, and I'm waiting, like 12 o'clock, 12:02. I'm like, is she going to reject me for all the times that I have rejected her? I said, she better not. No, hold on. The story's not long yet. I'm going to make it long, though. So I go ahead, and I'm waiting. It's like 12:05, 12:06. I'm like, what is this woman? So I'm on the side of her house where she pointed. The windows were long, like they almost went down to the floor. I mean, they were as tall as I was, and they went down to the floor almost. So long, narrow window, okay? Retain that knowledge that I just gave you. So I'm like, okay, now it's after 12 o'clock. I'm going to tap a little bit harder. So I tap on the window. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, her father, who doesn't like me, opens the blind like this, okay? And he's standing there naked, hairy chest, naked. And there I was, like a parrot in headlights. So he's like, "You dumb," and he starts yelling at me. So I take off. Now, mind you, remember, the window was long window. He slept naked, okay? So it took me a while to overcome that. I had to take therapy and counseling. It was just a sight that I shouldn't have seen, Gravity's not kind to an older gentleman. So I ran. Okay, the next day I see her. I go, "What happened?" I go, "Don't talk." She goes, "You went to the wrong window." I said, "It was that window." I said, "Here I thought I was going to have a good time, So, time go on. She's still bugging me in summer. I'm trying to play baseball, and she's persistent, which I don't know why. I mean, we know that I was a hottie growing up. There's the proof right there. Yes, afro chicks dug the afro. I mean, I still have hair. I just wear hats because I choose to. I like a black hat. You know why I wear a black hat? Because black hats matter. Okay, so story number 2, which includes story number 1 of the dog. This girl had the little yip dog. Looked like a squirrel. The eyes would be bugging out of this thing like they were telescopes. So just a nasty dog that hated me. Anytime I was talking to her, yep, 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 I hated the dog. Okay, I mean, why would anybody buy such a small animal? Not you. A small indoor dog, so small that if you kicked it or tripped on it, there's a chance of killing it. You don't buy an animal that you can kill by accident. PETA, please write to the management. So, okay, so this dog hated me. I hated it. Okay, I mean, it was a small thing. She would put the thing in a pocket and stuff. It was terrible. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna have to get on her dad's good side. Okay, they're neighbors. Okay, he was a religious guy. I wasn't yet. So we go, and she goes, "We're going to church. We'll be home at 2 o'clock." She goes, "Can you cut our backyard grass?" The lawnmower's right there. Now it was a push mower, the kind with the blades that spun on the inside with wheels. You kids can Google that push lawnmower with blades. Very dangerous. So, it required walking, doing exercise. And back then I was a stud. I was already in shape. I had big muscles, not the saggy, flabby crap I got now. So anyway, look at that. So I went ahead, and the dog is barking, driving me nuts. It's in my way. I untie it from the picnic table, and I tie it up to the garage handle that's down by the cement. So the dog's tied up in its leash on the cement away from me. I'm pushing the mower back and forth, cutting in the grass. The dog is barking the whole time. Yep, 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 yep. Oh, that dog. So as I turn to walk towards the driveway in the garage, I see his green Lincoln coming down the street. It could have been red. I wasn't good with colors back then. I got confused once. Give me the blue pill, but I took the black pill, and then I lost the whole weekend. That's a long story, but I wasn't good with my primary colors back then. It could have been green, red Lincoln. I don't remember. But remember, 1980, 81, nobody had a garage opener. Click, when they pushed the button. It just wasn't common. So I look, and they're coming, and I'm just about done. But as I look, the garage door is raising up. The dog leash is getting tighter. You know how you freeze sometimes? So I froze for just enough time. I froze. The dog's dangling on the garage door on the leash. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I run over. I can't untie the thing because it's too high. I mean, who has a garage door opener in 1980? Who? Who has that technology back then? So I just slip him out of his collar, and I'm just holding him. When they come home, they go, "Look, Daddy, Mickey cut the grass." "Oh, thank you." And he goes in the house. I'm like, "Do you want me to cut your chest hair too? Because you got a lot of that, buddy." But so he goes in the house. She goes, "I've never seen you two be so nice to each other. Well, he's so comfortable. He's sleeping in your arms. He must like you a lot now. That means that we should go out on a date." I said, no, he's been passing out a lot back here. I mean, he's not feeling well, maybe. I'm just trying to calm him down. She goes, "Why? What's wrong?" I said, he's lethargic. That's all I'm going to say. So she takes him in his little limp little body, and his eyes are even bugging out even more than usual. So she goes, "What's wrong with you?" I can't recall the squirrel's name. I mean dog's name. Chippy or something. So she shakes him a few times, and all of a sudden he kind of snaps out of it. He goes, "Yep, yep," he's fine. Okay? Except from this point on, the dog always had a mental issue. He wasn't all there, this little dog. I mean, he did some stuff that really wasn't dog-like. Okay? It was like he had brain damage from lack of oxygen. Okay, so what? PETA, I'm sorry, that was an accident. So she says, "Can we go on a date now?" I said, "Nah, your dad really don't like me, this and that." So she goes, and I asked her, I go, "Why'd your dad have a push rotary lawnmower? Come on, it's 1980 already. People got, phones with cords on it, so you can walk around the house and get the cord tangled around your neck, Those wasn't cell phones. There were actually cords that you had to, Ohio Bell. So she goes, "Oh, well, he has a gas mower. He just can't keep it started. It keeps stalling on him." So, okay, next week goes along, him and his wife goes out. She's telling me, can you fix the lawnmower? That'll be very impressive. I said, yeah, try to start it. Brr, brr, brr. How do you like the sound effects here? Professional. Hey, by the way, top notch, special effects here and everything. This episode is brought to you by water. When you're thirsty, have a sip. And then a half hour later, go to the bathroom. So I said, I think I can fix the lawnmower. So back then, cars had like a steel hubcap that was like a bowl, you know. And when you worked on your cars, you put your nuts in there, your parts in there, whatever. So that was there. So I figured, you know what? Maybe it's old gas. So I'm going to take the tank off, but I want to drain the gasoline out. So I put the gasoline in this hubcap, okay? It's not a bowl, it's a hubcap. Gasoline's there, and she's like, do you think you can fix it? Because my dad's going to be home in about an hour. It'd be great. And then me and you can go to the movies. I said, in my head, I'm thinking, I hope I can't fix this thing. So all of a sudden, I look over, and the little dog from Taco Bell is drinking gasoline out of the hubcap. I'm like, no, I know, I know this upsets you, this story, but it's okay, buddy. It's okay. Just take a breath in and out. Here, I'm gonna give you a snacky. Here's your little Scooby snack. Here you go, buddy. Eat your snack. Good. So anyway, so he's drinking out of this hubcap, and I'm freaking out. And she starts screaming. She's running over. Hey, just as we go to grab him, he starts running around the yard like an idiot. I told you he wasn't right since the hanging, okay? So he's running around. He jumps over a picnic table. He's a little dog, and he jumped over a picnic table just like he was a greyhound. He runs over the tree. He goes around the tree 3 or 4 times, and all of a sudden he comes right up to me. Boom, lays on the side, and he just is laying there. She's crying. I'm like, oh, come on, secret squirrel, wake up. And it was just terrible. What's that? No, he didn't die. He just ran out of gas. Don't forget, ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. Hey, by the way, give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, don't give me a thumbs down. Just don't tune in again. It's easy. Remember, if you're not laughing with us, you're laughing at us. And they're both a pretty good thing, okay? Hey, live life and laugh. See you next time on Hey, by the way.